Simon Ekpa shakes Tinubu, and Biafra soldiers boast again as they brutally send many Nigerian police to God. In the recent and pivotal development, the Biafra resistance fighters have courageously taken a stand against what they perceive as persistent oppression and violence inflicted upon the Biafran people. The group asserted that they neutralized several individuals linked to the Nigerian police force, whom they accused of specifically targeting Biafrans and posing an imminent threat to their community. According to credible reports, the Biafra resistance fighters successfully thwarted an alleged attempt by the police to harm Biafran civilians. The confrontation resulted in the elimination of the perceived threat, with the group claiming to have seized various weapons, including explosives, from the alleged assailants. This incident served as a stark reminder of the escalating tension between certain factions within the Biafran community and the Nigerian security forces. At the core of the Biafran resistance fighters' demand is the unequivocal withdrawal of the Nigerian security forces from Biafra territory. They passionately assert that these forces are operating as terrorists, causing significant harm to the women and children within their community. This resounding call for withdrawal reflects deep-seated grievances and a profound sense of mistrust that has persistently existed between certain Biafran groups and the Nigerian government. The complexity of the situation requires a nuanced understanding. Acknowledging the narratives may vary depending on the source. The Biafra issue, with its deep historical roots, traces back to late 1960s, characterized by a persistent struggle for self-determination. Grasping the context of these events necessitates an acknowledgement of the historical grievances in intricate political complexities involved. The recent clash between the Biafra resistance fighters and the Nigerian security forces raises legitimate concerns about the use of force and the potential impact on civilian populations. The international community may perceive this as an opportune moment to encourage both sides to engage in peaceful dialogue, fostering an environment conducive to finding a resolution that respects the rights and security of all parties involved. As development continues to unfold, it remains essential for both domestic and international observers to critically analyze the situation. Considering multiple perspectives becomes paramount in navigating through the layers of complexity inherent in the Biafra struggle. Advocating for a peaceful resolution stands as a collective responsibility to address the Biafran people and the Nigerian government. Now, this is what I'm going to say. This is what I'm going to say concerning this particular article. The indigenous people of Biafra have always been accusing the Nigerian army, always been accusing them of attacking their own. And whether you like it or not, I know this is not going to sound well to the indigenous people of Biafra. There are people who are Southeasterners that they don't just, they don't want all this, they are not fully invested in whatever is going on in the Southeast, as in this Biafra issue. They just want peace. If the peace will come from, Nigeria extending the hand of friendship, them being treated equally, just like every other geopolitical zone, they will take the peace. If the peace comes from, they're not okay, everybody go their way. If the peace comes from them staying on their own, becoming Biafrans, they are just, they just want to stay in peace. They don't want plenty wala. Do you understand? Now, unfortunately, some of these people are the ones that are being picked. People that, consign them, then do Biafra, they don't do Biafra. They just want to go their own. At the end of the day, civilians working, that are not Biafran, that you will not see them come out when you know they are doing this thing, Biafra Day, this one, they will not come outside. These people will go, harass them, carry them. In fact, last two Christmas, if you see the amount of people murdered by Nigerian army, if you see the amount of people abducted, this one I'm telling you is not abducted as in, how am I going to put it? Oh, as in they went to these people's houses. Some of them, they went to drag them from their beds as they are sleeping. Oh God. No, that last 2 years Unitary season, I almost cried maybe because the news was coming back to back. It was happening in the north, it was happening in the southeast. I was like, what is all this? So now here, and anytime this thing happens, the indigenous people of Biafra, or should I say Simon Ekpa and his people, will come outside and be threatening fire and brimstone. This won't happen, that won't happen, this won't happen. It is not a small thing, no. So now, I don't know if they have, finally come to, they have finally do their threat. Do you understand? It's like they have made do their threat, because if you look at this particular article very well, you will see that, you will see that this is looking like it. Okay, look at the headline. Simon Ekpa shakes Tinubu, Biafran soldiers boast again as they brutally send men Nigerian police to court. And meanwhile, on the news here, that is not what they said. Oh. That is not what they did, rather. I can't see here where they say, oh, this thing happens and that one happened, and it was the Nigerian army. All I'm going to say is this. We have gone beyond some things will happen and you come out and you start covering, Do you understand? This, I've said it before, this whole Biafra struggle, the struggle of the indigenous people of Biafra. Why don't I keep asking this question? Why is it that they don't do the path of peace? Why is it that it's not every time you do in the Boski? I've been asking myself this question for a very long time. Why doesn't the Nigerian government call those people and tell them, okay, you understand what is going on, as in the issues now? Ask them what are the issues and try to, see things from the angle, see why they're even asking for this, what's it called, secession. You understand? And try to work with them. I've said it before, and these people, they have said it what they want. They don't want gold or silver. They don't want mercury. They don't want diamond. They don't want precious stones. What they want is, they want to be treated equally, given equal opportunities. They're not asking for more. They're just asking for equal opportunities. And they said if you cannot give it to them, that you should allow them to stay on their own. Which, if you ask me, it is not a difficult thing to do. Alright, on this note, you have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time. Enjoy.